this door with the key of imagination. Beyond this is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadows and substances, of things and ideas. No, this is not the Twilight Zone. This is What a Do, family. It's your boy TW back at it again with another one. And yes, we are most definitely uncensored. We got some things going on. We got some things going on. Like I always say, wouldn't be news and or content if we ain't had some things going on. Now, would it be? I don't know what's going on with DL Hughley. As you can see, he's on deck again. But it seems like his crash out and his rants are getting more and more extreme. In today's reaction, we have DL going insane. Marcellus Wallace seemed to have some type of static. And when I say static, I don't mean just some regular old friction. I mean some real smoke. I thought him and Brandon Tatum was some type of smoke that was going to potentially lead somewhere into some real good, entertaining commentary and content. But so far, it has stalled out after DL Hughley's comeback to Brandon Tatum. However, we do have Mr. Marcellus Wallace, who seems not to be stalling out and has a whole bunch of things he has to say to DL Hughley because of his crash outs and his rants and him having his name in his mouth. And best believe one thing for certain, two things for sure, family. We are here for it. Let's get to this content. But first, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Marcellus Wallace. He had some things he wanted to say. Let's get to it.
Here's your bad life lessons that you still living under. When you join a gang, what happens to you? You feel tougher because it's a bunch of y'all. Mob mentality. And here's another thing. You also are a part of a pack. You got to live on code. Oh, don't. I lived in it. Right there. I was right there. Yeah, you got to be on code. You got to walk a certain way, act a certain way, dress a certain way, be a certain way in the group. Familiar? Now you're 60 and now your gang is Democrats. Now your gang is the DNC, banging on anybody else who ain't sounding the same, looking the same, acting the same, talking the same, walking the same. Scared ass kid. Still in the gang and just gonna switch it up from Crips or Bloods to some damn Democrat or Republican. Grow up. Second thing is you are a dropout. Me and you ain't the same. I'm not acting out those traumas. I ain't acting out like I gotta be a part of a gang or a pack or act a certain way. I ain't on code. I do the code. I write my own code, damn it. Talking about dropout. And look, me, while you doing all that growing up in the same neighborhood as me, you're a little older, in the same neighborhood as me, guess what I'm doing? Putting my head down, looking at them damn books, going to practice, avoiding the gangs, not trying to get jumped every other day so I could become who I want to be. What is that, Marcellus? Where the hell I wanted to be?
After that little clip you seen there, who do you tend to say is right or wrong? Do you think Marcellus is right in the rhetoric he went along with? Or do you believe that DL Hughley makes a very valid point as to where you might have lived one way, you might have believed one thing when you were younger, but once you became older, you realized that that life you was living was actually invalid and detrimental to your well-being and others. So you change and become a better person or the best person you can be for the newfound exploration of your life. Put in the comment section. Best believe I talk back. Me personally, I think DL Hughley was spot on with that because it is true. You can change. You can't believe in shenanigans at one point. Evolve, which and grow. That's what you're supposed to do. Am I not right? Talk to me, family. You're supposed to evolve and grow in life. You're not supposed to stay the same. So, with that said, because of the rhetoric, D.L. Hughley had some things he had to really get off his chest. And you know, family, when he crashes out, he crashes out. Ain't no holding back. So, we're going to get to this and hear what DL had to say. Where was I? Oh yeah, my bad. Let's continue.
Marcellus Wiley, I know something you don't want to do for sure is to go back and forth about people's past, your past or mine. I can guarantee you there are things that you've been accused of in your past you don't want to talk about. So let's keep it off past. Because suffice it to say, both of us have done things we're not proud of. Both of us have done things we either have atoned for or should. So let's stay where we are right now. I'm no more a gang member and a dropout than you are a football player. But where I am now, yeah, you graduated from Columbia. But do you think you're that much more intelligent than me? We both do the same things. Well, you're a podcaster, I'm a broadcaster. We both say things. You see things and you say them. I see things and I say them. I don't got to go back to your past.
So what y'all think about that? Real quick, family. Does he make a valid point? Does he need do we need to worry about a person's past if you're supposed to be judging a person as is who's in front of you right now? Not negating. We're not talking about random pieces of garbage. People talking about people who have fundamentally changed their life. Should you still judge them people for their past, or should you just be mindful of it, but yet and still judge the character of the person who sits in front of you? Put in the comment section. Talk to me nicely. Let's believe I'll talk back. Let's continue.
I go by what you're doing right now. Right now. And what you are doing right now is helping a man who decided to make the world a darker place for people that look like me and you. That's what you've decided to do. That ain't your past. That's last week. That's today. That's something you do all the time. My dislike for you has nothing to do about what you did in your past. It's what you continue to do now by sane washing the stuff that's going on right now. By sane washing it. You can talk about my activity in a gang, but nothing I've ever done is as horrible as the things that you abide. And you and I both know what it's like to have somebody bring up your past. You and I both know what it's like to be accused of something you didn't do. But some of us grow up and some don't. Some of us trade places. That's, I think, what's happened to me and you. I've tried to do something about the things I've done. I've tried to do something about the ills that I see. You have signed on for them.
Now, I'm not going to hold you, family. Those were some real serious words right there, family. Real serious. Did you hear what that man just said? He's openly admitting, yeah, I did this and that when I was younger. I was a part of the nonsense. Not no more. You, sir, Marcellus, are right here, right now, openly a part of the nonsense. Which means we are not the same. Tis. That's some real talk. That's some real talk. What y'all think about that, family? Y'all think Marcellus got a valid point? Or do you think D.L. Hughley got a valid point? Do you think D.L. Hughley is just starting a whole bunch of drama? Is that why he's crashing out on so much people lately? I don't know. Put in the comment section. Talk to me nicely. Let's believe I talk back. But if you stuck around this long, please give yourself a round of applause. Now, let's get to this next story, shall we? Yes, we shall. Let's continue. In this reaction right here, We seem to have 102-year-old Houston grandmother. You heard me right, 102 years old. And you might say, well, TW, okay, no, that's common. 102 years old, not just 102 years old, shaking the tail feather still, 102 years old. Come on, family, put in the comments. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. That's not common. 102-year-old Houston grandmother still does her own shopping, wears high heel shoes, laundry. This is remarkable. This is remarkable. And not just remarkable, this is amazing. And we gotta give some light, and we gotta praise all due to the Most High. Let this be known. Take care of yourself the right way. And yes, you too might be able to live long. Maybe not as long as this lovely young woman right here. But if you could come close to that and still be able to shake a tail feather, would you not want to? Let's be for real. If you're new to the channel, please like, share. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Let's get to the content, shall we? Yes, we shall. Let's continue.
Nail appointments and shopping. Welcome to the world of one active and thriving senior citizen in North Houston. In a few months, this great-great-grandmother is going to turn 103 years young. And she says she's not even close to slowing down yet. ABC 13 anchor Samika Knight has her story.
I don't think I've ever met anyone like Miss Ivy Marie Broussard. She is 102 years old, and she told me, I can do anything you can do. You've got to see her to believe it.
High heel, I still wear 'em. Get ready to go to church out somewhere as I put my heels on. Get my cane and keep walking.
These fancy sparkling 2.5, 3-inch strapped heels may be no big deal to you.
These are low.
Those are low?
Yeah. I'm wearing them high now.
But when you consider the spunky fashionista wearing them, oh yeah, they're a big deal.
My name is Ivy Marie Broussard. I was born.
She called her a spunky fashionista.
December the 22nd, 1922, in Houston, Texas, at 1622 Jameson Street, 5th Ward. I am 102 years old.
And in
If
December?
I make it to December, I'll be 103.
This North Houston 102-year-old is a sight.
All praise due to the Most High. You gonna make it, mama. You gonna make
to
it.
see. You see, she still prioritizes fashion.
I picked out these shoes, then I picked the dress out, and I got the earrings and the necklace out.
She's her own makeup artist.
Regular powder, lipstick, and stuff like that I do.
Don't miss the mani-pedi.
I go down there and get my nails done once a month.
And when asked why she's still dressing up and strutting in heels,
Because I want to look good. So I might catch me a boyfriend.
What? Strutting at 102. She said, I want to look good. And I might catch me a little boyfriend.
Well, there you go.
I'm still alive.
I mean, she's had one before.
I have, but they are all dead now.
But then Just like that, a change of heart on dating.
Well, 'cause I don't know man thinking I'm gonna give them some money. That's what they use. That's what they use to think. Hey, you got an old woman, she gonna give you some money to be with, and I ain't gonna do nothing like that. No, baby.
You see, this centenarian is fiercely independent. Just ask one of her two sons.
She said, no, baby. I ain't doing this.
Nothing but strain, baby.
Nothing but take her weekly trip to the grocery store. She says the only help she needs is her shopping cart.
I get my buggy and I walk around the store, pick out what I want to eat.
She picks her own produce.
Oh yeah, this good.
Because occasionally she cooks for other seniors in her independent living apartment building. At more than 100 years old, Miss Broussard walks the entire grocery store. She gets everything she needs.
I get 2 of them.
And every now and then, that includes a beverage or two.
Oh, I drink Smith.
Wait a minute. She got her some wine coolers and all. Yeah, Grandma. Okay. I see you. What? Something wrong with it? She's 102 years old. She can't enjoy a wine cooler? Come on. Let's be for real. If you out there and you saying there's something wrong with that, don't be a lame. She's 102. She deserves a wine cooler more than you might. Let's continue.
You know, that's my favorite. And every now and then I'll have a little bourbon. You know, if you're out, you party, you got to join in with them.
This former nurse and hairstylist is the glue that holds her family together. She raised her 2 sons with her husband, who died 52 years ago. She has 8 grandchildren, 22 great-grandchildren. Then there are the great-great-grandchildren. Family members say Miss Broussard has always been a determined, courageous force who loved to stand out.
She always dressed well from the time when I was small, growing up.
Her high heel shoes, she's still wearing them. At her 100-year-old birthday party, I think she almost had on 5 inches.
Her dad lived to be 102, her mom 98. Miss Ivy Marie Broussard points to her relationship with God.
Wow, her dad lived to be 102 and her mom lived to be 98. That run in the family long
And being
life.
active in her church as her secret to a full, long life. And she's determined to keep on living.
Do I cook my own food? I clean up. I do whatever I want to do.
That includes word search every night.
I buy the big wood for what I can see.
Staying hip to the latest technology.
Oh, you have a cell phone?
2.
And continuing being the life of the party.
A few months ago, Miss Broussard took an Amtrak train for a 3-day trip from Houston to California. Her family says she did it with ease. She's now planning to take a bus trip with her senior citizen friends, this time headed to the casino.
Should I think about that, family? Me personally, I think that is absolutely amazing. 102-year-old Houston grandma. Simply amazing. Well, if you stuck around this long, first and foremost, give yourselves a round of applause, please. You know, they say people don't have attention spans long enough to endure. So if you're here still, I appreciate you very much so. And if you like the content, please like, share. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Where was I? Oh, yeah. With that said, let's get to our next show, shall we? Oh, most definitely. We shall. Well, family, in this reaction, we got no other than Myron Gaines. And I already know what you're saying. Not Myron again. This time, this is something totally different. This right here, But you already know what it is. Content, some things going on, and we here for it all the time, as usual. And you say to yourself, well, TW, what's so different about this content than any other content? Well, my good friends, the difference is this. Serious talk. How serious? Extremely serious, family. Extremely serious. I guess Myron is fed up to where he want to fight. Oh, yeah, you heard me. I said it right. Him and Fresh challenge Abba and Preach to a fight. What is the scenario? What is the significance behind it? Well, it was seen Myron and Wally, fresh and fit, are tired of people, well, rather reaction channels, talking about them, especially Abba and Preach. So Myron and Wally, fresh and fit, to knuckle up, to get in the ring and get busy. Myron said Fresh is going to fight Abba, and then he's going to fight Preach. That's the way this is going to go. Did they take the fight? Sadly, people, I'm not too sure. But this video right here is supposed to explain it all. So we're going to explore and go where no man has gone before. Into this content right here. And we're going to figure out, family, is there going to be a fight or isn't there? I sure as hell hope there is. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please like, share. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Back to the content. Let's get to it.
Going to be exposing anus and reach. They sit here and talk about integrity, and we are so unbiased and nuanced. Let's go ahead and start this timeline right from the beginning. I'm going to go back to 2021. April 26, 2021, as you guys know, Abba came down to Miami and did a podcast with us, and Preach called in back from Canada. You guys can go ahead and watch the interview. I can link it below if you guys want. But yeah, Preach was basically being a little bitch throughout the entire interview, acting as if he doesn't want to be there or whatever. And Abba was there in studio. Something always rubbed me the wrong way about Preach. He was really emotional and feminine and strange. But anyway, he's a window-licking retard, so what do we expect, right? So anyway, we have Abba down, did a collab. We had a couple of debates and discussions. One of the debates that we had was about paying for box, right? Our position was, we don't think guys should be paying for box because you're not going to get genuine burning desire. Their position was, hey, pay for box anyway, it doesn't matter. Which, look, there's two different ways to skin a cat. Obviously, you could do it through, having game and getting her that way, but you can also pay for it. But the problem is that what we were trying to explain was, if you pay for it, you aren't going to get the genuine burning desire, and she's not going to respect it the same.
I'm just going to have to respectfully disagree as well. You're not going to get her best if you pay for it. Nope. And if you're content with that, that's okay. Yeah. But, me and Fresh...
I'm not going to hold you, family. This is what makes Fresh and Fit, Myron, and good old Wally simps. Because you heard what he just said. If you pay for it, you're not going to... Dude, y'all mess with slurs. They're not giving you anything genuine. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. Now, if you messing with a female and you're making her your girlfriend or your potential wife, that's the lane you going with it, then absolutely you're 100% right in your theory. But when you run in the streets, why do you even care about that? What's your end game with you trying to make a girl give you her all, who at the end of the day you really don't even care about? You don't even plan on being with, but so long. I mean, make it make sense. What are you talking about? But anyway, let's continue.
Personally, and this is man to each guy is different, right? Some guys don't care how they get it. Some guys are okay with paying for it, but like me and Fresh personally, we're like, we want this girl's best. You know what I'm saying? We want
when you say her best,
own the soul.
When you say her best, what do you mean? Just so I understand.
Like
a woman, her best sexually,
the best sexually, the best compliance, the best submissiveness, and the best and more importantly for me, respect.
And we had a good discussion on it, buried the hatchet on some things that we didn't agree with, and it was pretty much done. And then on top of that, it was such a...
Heard that nonsense, family? Good old Myron said, that's the man who had a quote-unquote girlfriend that he was able to step out on and do all these things on, who left him for a dude that roller skates, then turned around, come to find out he wasn't even getting none. He didn't crash. He wasn't doing nothing, and he was messing with her for months. You're making yourself look like a complete ass. Well, let's not get off topic. That's a whole nother show. Just wanted to make a quick valid point for you real quick for me. Let's continue with the topic at hand, the fight.
Good discussion. That Abba actually came back and did the after hour show later on that night. It was a good show. It was a good time. The collab in general was fun. I enjoyed it, even though Preach was being a little bitch. Bob was fairly nice and personable in person. Fast forward 4 months. They come out with a video called Fresh and Fit Are Capping Hard. We debated on legalizing selling poom poom. Now, I thought this was weird because in my eyes, I was like, wait, you were just here 4 months ago. We already had a discussion on this. Why would you put a video out saying that we're liars and bring this back up after we had already had this discussion months ago? So I thought that was really weird and very snaky, especially when we opened up our studio to you. We, had good discussion. I ordered you food and shit, let you store your stuff in my room. It was violating, bro. It's like very wildly disrespectful. I don't recall them hitting us up or saying anything about doing.
Yo, Myron sound crazy right now. I let you store your stuff in my room. I ordered you food. I was so polite to you. Shut your ass up.
It was very strange to release a hit piece on us 4 months after we already had this discussion and everything ended off positively. So I was like, what the hell? But obviously, this is where I start to figure out that these dudes are snakes, and we're going to go more into that a little bit later. On August 16, 2021, we respond. I'll be honest with y'all, it wasn't our intention to respond that day. It was actually a credit card episode, funny enough. And what ended up happening was I think a super chatter called in or somebody asked us like, yo, what's up with Abba and Preach? It's like making this video on you guys. Because everyone else was kind of like, what the hell's going on? Because they also thought it was weird that they would make a hit piece on us 4 months after we had already done a very positive collab. We lay into them, right? We start roasting them. I start making fun of Abba and Preach. I start making fun of Preach, his fat wife or his fat girlfriend, whatever it was. We say some shit like we're going to send him back to a boat, send him back to Haiti in a boat, whatever. We're just fucking around, right? Talking shit. Because these guys are supposed to be comedians. These guys are supposed to be funny and have a sense of humor. And we're like, yo, you know what? We'll challenge y'all to a boxing match, right? I box Abba, Fresh boxes Preach.
So real talk, man. We put out invite. If y'all want to talk shit, come back.
Real quick, family. This is diabolical. Did you just hear what Myron said? Tried to make content and rhetoric about them the same way Abba and Preach is doing them, and it just didn't work. They're not funny. So basically, they got mad and wanted to fight. That's all. They couldn't do content the same way they were doing the content against, and so they got mad and wanted to fight. Yo, that's crazy.
In the studio, we'll talk about it, or we could box about it too. Cause I'm in the gym now. You feel me? I'm feeling nice right now. I'm wired right now.
3 months to box with Preach, bro.
That's why I'm box up, bro. So you know what? Come back to Miami. Let's box it out. Talk it out too. How about that?
In 3 months, so they drop a video the next day, and it's
nah, that's crazy though, family. He said, I'm feeling good. I want to box now. Come back to Miami. Let's fight it out.
Called August 17, 2021, called They Talked About His Wife, Asked Him to Box, so Preach accepted.
Because not only this, that's why I have a problem. Now you talk shit about my wife.
This nigga Preach is married, probably to a fucking beluga whale somewhere. And y'all niggas talking shit.
Next week, I'll be in the States. I'll drop by your fucking studios. You know where it is? Give me the address. I'll be right there.
Note that, guys.
Hold on real quick. I'm going to note this. Guys, if you're watching this, did you see the way he just did his hand gesture with the, you got the studio? You don't do that. Don't do that. That's wild feminine. Wild feminine. No. That's like doing the little tip fingers that the females.
He says we talk shit about his wife. Later on that night, guys, we do After Hours. So they dropped their hit piece on us about we disrespected his wife and his country, and then we dropped this video right here. We did After Hours, but we said this at the beginning of the After Hours show.
Real fast. On this podcast, we talk about accountability, okay?
Yeah.
And we are not above taking accountability. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, we made a mistake, okay? It is not cool to insult a man's country and or wife live on air. We should have kept the disagreement on the topic and not the people.
Yep.
Okay? Smart people discuss ideas, stupid people discuss people. And we made a mistake, all right? So with that said, we apologize, okay, for talking about his wife, his country, and making ad hominem attacks on them.
And at this point, guys, we were done with it. As you guys know, we didn't make videos on them for months. We just deaded it. But what did they do? They kept making videos because they realized if you make videos on Fresh and Fit, you're going to get a lot of views because these guys were dead before we showed up, honestly. And you guys can see, if you look at their social blade stats, they were getting like maybe 10K. They had like 1.3 million. These guys were fucking dead in the water until we started making fun of them and we got into this beef with them. We revitalized these niggas' career, bro.
We wish the best to Abba and Preach.
Yeah, the best, man.
I'm not going to hold you, family. I kind of disagree with that notion. Because that's what reaction channels are, really dead in the water until you start getting those right videos and reacting to them. It just so happened them reacting to y'all commentary is what set them off. That's what it is for reactions. I run a reaction channel. Trust me. You don't take off making reaction videos. Absolutely not. When you get them right videos, and you start jinking though, it is what it is. You off to the races, you know, and people want to say, oh, you're using my commentary to make a video to make about this and that. That's the only way. What? A lot of you are doing the same thing. You're just reaction channels. You're just live. What, because you're on a podcast, you think you're not a reaction channel? Really? What are you talking about on a podcast? Things that happen in sports, news, the world, whatever. You're reacting to commentary that was already put together by commentators. Hence, you are a reaction channel as well. Just like Myron Gaines, Fresh and Fit. They're reacting to commentary by these females that they have on their panel. Hence, you're a reaction channel. Just because you put the name podcast there doesn't mean nothing. That's like, I'm going to speak about Anton Daniels. He runs the Millionaire Morning Show. He's also a reaction channel. It's none of that commentary he made fresh himself. No, those are instances that's in the news that he brings up and that he gives his perspective on. His notion on how things are going or how it should transpire. Hence, reaction. We're all reaction channels. These wiener suckers right here, they just like to lie to people and then make fun of and downgrade like they're not actually a reaction channel. Yes, you are, dweeb. Let's continue.
Going to keep making content, giving you guys what you want, and we're going to stay away from the drama.
That being said, the boxing, you got our number, hit us up on the side. You know where we're at. We're in Miami, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Bam. We never ran away from a boxing match. And then on top of that, we're going to go ahead and show you guys the screenshots of the Instagram DMs between Fresh and Abba. And here's the reality, guys. Abba was terrified. He wanted Preach to fight both of us. And we were like, no, bro, you got to show up too. Fresh could box Preach. We don't give a shit about that. You need to box me, okay? Because you were the one that violated the most. And this is what Abba does. He can't fight his own battles. He's behind, you know, being a snake, doing the shicey things that he does. You want to pawn everything on Preach, knowing that damn well both of us are not going to fight Preach, bro. Come on, man. I know he's a window-licking retard and he can't feel pain. But at the end of the day, we need to go ahead. You need to be the one to get punched in the face because you're the one doing all the snake shit behind the scenes. You are the one that comes with the video ideas. You're the one that talks the most shit about us. You're the one that tries to do some slippery, snaky shit. You're the one that preaches with integrity when in reality you're a fucking snake and you betray everyone that's around you. And I think everybody's kind of been exposed to your character now at this point. So no, motherfucker. Preach can't fight all your battles. And we'll show you guys all the text messages. That's one of the biggest lies that they tell to this day, saying that we ran away from the boxing match. Saw it right there. Nobody ran from shit. They had our numbers, and we're gonna put the full DMs out for you guys so you can see it was Abba that ran away from the boxing match. It wasn't Preach, it wasn't me, and it wasn't Fresh. It was Abba that held everything up. But of course, he's gonna go ahead and say, oh, these guys ran, blah, blah. Yo, we're talking shit about his wife and his country. Bro, number one, that wasn't his wife. We're gonna get into that here in a second. So you ran with that lie. And then number two, you are the fucking real coward here. Fast forward a year later, dumbass Preach goes on the Saucecast. And this is what he says.
Instead of going after what we said about their takes, they went personal. They insulted me. They insulted my wife.
Yep.
They insulted where I came from.
Would you be open to doing a live sit down with them? Be fresh and fit.
No, I'm over that. I'm over that. It's fine.
But so would you? So you're not. So you're over that. But are you open to the fight?
No, I'm over that too. We're good.
Okay. So you are not.
Nah, family. Nah, if I'm not gonna lie to you, that's corny. That's corny. That's corny. He's a wankster. He's a wankster for that. Dead ass. You're supposed to get up, get in that ring, and get to it. You don't want to fight? Now, see, I got a side with Myron on this. You don't want to fight, stop making content about me. Straight up. If that's how they're taking that. Because this is why, family, me personally, TW Uncensored Reactions, I believe one thing for certain, two things for sure. You should not insult people personally who you don't know. That's just my belief. You might say, oh, well, you be on here insulting people. Yes, I do. They're internet personality. Two different things. I do not make personal insults about people's families. I do not make personal insults about them at all. For one certain matter of fact, I take it even further. I do not inquire into anything personal about you. You know why? I ain't Inspector Gadget, nor am I Jacques Cousteau, and I damn for sure ain't Columbo. Only thing I care about is content and getting to the bag. But see, when you start making personal comments, then when I say, all right, let's fight then, since you want to be personal, and you say what Abba just said in the beginning, okay, cool. Then you turn around and say, no, you over it. Nah, then you got to stop making content about me because you went personal and I want to fight now. You don't want to fight. Stop making content about me because anything you say now is null and void because you're a soft ass bozo. You soft. You don't want no smoke. I'm just being honest with your family. That's just my opinion. That's why I don't make personal attacks. I will definitely personally insult the character of the internet personality of anybody on this internet. I believe it. But would I disrespect them personally like I know them? No, because sometimes these internet personalities aren't the same person in real life. Sometimes they're actually good people. Just on the internet. Content is content. This is how you gotta get your bread. Don't be a hater. Let them do what they're doing. That's what I believe. But this guy right here, nah. That was corny. You gotta stop now.
thing to do.
I'm calmed down. I'm good.
Didn't you say that it's important that
He calmed down. They good. What type of whack?
Guys, what type of guys they are, and why this is so important that you guys need to see this shit.
I don't put pictures of my people around me. Why? Because people on the internet are fucking weirdos, okay? They found a picture of someone, and I'm going cheeks to cheeks with that person, right? We're cheeks to cheeks, and we're blowing a kiss. And they took that picture, and they said, that's his wife.
I ain't gonna front, family. Respectfully, he kind of looked like the type of person that would have that female as his wife. Nothing wrong with it. To each his own. What? Big girls need love too. What are you, crazy? Don't be a hater. You probably don't get none. That's why you hate on big girls. All females need love. In my opinion, I don't care. Big, tall, short, small. What color you are. TW Uncensored is your boy, is your man. Not really, but you know, for the moment. But anyway, let's continue.
Got him. It's not my wife.
No, got you, you fucking liar. So let's get this straight. You guys go ahead and orchestrate an entire fucking beef of us insulting your wife and your country. You run with it for views and clout, and you guys try to make the situation look a lot worse than it really was, and you lied and kept up with the lie for a year plus after the fact to go ahead and try to paint us as assholes for making fun of your fat wife, knowing in the back of your mind the whole time it was never your wife, and you use shock value to go ahead and get everyone to rally behind you like, oh my god, these guys are so evil, they talk shit about your wife, blah blah blah. Bro, you ran with a lie for clout and money. And the reason why this is so egregious is because you guys pride yourselves on being full of integrity, but all you guys prove to show is what I've always said before. Abba is full of cum because he's a fucking sodomite, pause, and Preach is just a fucking retard. He probably told him, hey bro, just lie, just go ahead and lie, don't worry about it, man, I promise we're gonna make money. Dumbass Preach, are you sure that we should lie? Are we gonna make a lot of money doing this? I mean, I fight up by myself. I think I could do it. I could do it. And then your dumbass fucking Abba sitting here like, oh, I'm terrified of fighting Myron because I'll get a ass kick. I met him in person before, and I don't really go to the gym and my titties all over the place. But yeah, dude, let's just lie. Let's go ahead and run with this thing. We're on fire. Go ahead. And the thing that's very important for you guys to understand is that these guys ran with this narrative to get more shock value, to get their fans to turn against us and make it look like we're the worst guys ever because we talk shit about some dude's wife. But they lied to you guys to do so. And what happened? They ran with the lie for a year plus. Abba ran with the lie. Everyone else ran with the lie. And that just goes to show one thing. These guys who claim to be filled with integrity in reality are filled with shit, because they will lie and say whatever they need to do to make money, get followers, and everything else, which is completely antithetical to their message, because these are the guys that always take the moral high ground. These are the guys that are always very honest, unbiased, nuanced, integrity.
There's something really great about seeing someone be authentic,
Most honest and real about this. I'm gonna be telling you the truth like that.
see someone be true to their values. I'll be honest with you. You want to get online and say a bunch of race? I hope those people get canceled. It's not because you're someone who values integrity that you should expect that in everyone else. Well, we are valuing authenticity and honesty and integrity.
Honest,
Yeah.
way, honest and true way.
Proof that people are telling the truth. And that to me makes me optimistic about the future.
I mean, honestly, guys, if they're going to lie about something else like this, what else are they going to lie about? I mean, I've always thought it was strange that they never talk about their personal lives. They never talk about what they do. But then again, when you're someone like Abba, who's getting pegged while you're on all fours, you probably don't want to share too much because it's probably embarrassing. Because at the end of the day, he's a sodomite and he's never going to be able to live that shit down.
Prostate orgasm.
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I'm open-minded.
Were you milked? How did it happen?
You get on your knees, arch it.
Nah. He gotta be family. He gotta be lying. What do you He gotta be trolling right now, family. No. What did he just say? Nah.
Arch it, and then, she behind it, she like a cow. She milking that and she doing her thing.
And then you got window licking preach who's 50 IQ, fucking retard, can barely speak properly, running through fucking doors of shit through his high school. Like I told y'all before, super senior preach took him 5 years to graduate high school, and fucking Abba the sodomite, and then these guys end up becoming comedians together. And let's be honest, who goes to these guys' fucking shows? Nobody goes to watch these motherfuckers. They sit there, give their commentary, throw fucking rocks at people. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers live in a glass house, or in your Abba's case, a naked fucking house, on all fours getting pegged. Absolutely fucking ridiculous that these guys have the gall to make videos talking shit about anybody when they're doing the type of shit that they do.
What y'all think about that, family? Y'all think Myron got a good point? Or do y'all think Abba and Preach has a, well, rather, Preach has a valid point in just saying, you know what, I'm just going to leave it all alone. But they, Abba and Preach, still continuously make commentary and reactions to Fresh and Fit, Myron, and good old Wally. Do you think that's fair? Me making personal attacks against somebody and them challenging me to a fight, a boxing ring fight at that, and I turn that down, I shouldn't be making no more comments about them. I shouldn't be making no more reactions about their commentary because I just literally got called out and I didn't take the challenge. See what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everybody's not the same. Some people might say, well, it's all internet, so it don't even matter at the end of the day. Some things do, family. Some things really do. And making personal attacks on people, you should be able to live with the consequences that come behind that. That's my firm belief. But anyway, if you're stuck around this long, please give yourself a round of applause. Yes, much appreciate you. Believe that. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Next story. Reaction. When I say we got some things going on, I mean we got some things going on. But like I always say, wouldn't be news and/or content if we had some things going on. Now, would it be? If you're new to the channel, please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Now, in this reaction, we have this gentleman right here, this Asian fellow, who decides he wants to make terroristic threats towards a church. Not only did he make terroristic threats towards a church, he literally put the terroristic threats online, saying and underlining what he was and was not going to do. But good old Johnny Law and some churchgoers seem to might have got him in the nick of time, stopped and or foiled a potential harmful and dangerous situation, a terroristic situation of a man in a church in a whole lot of drama. But I ain't going to do all the talking. I'm going to let them do the talking because they can do better than me. Let's continue, shall we? Yes, we shall.
This is 36-year-old Rui Chang. The church's security team immediately finds him suspicious when he walks in around 10:20 a.m., wearing sunglasses on a rainy day and avoiding all greetings. As they keep an eye on him, they notice he keeps glancing up and down at the ceiling, leading them to suspect he's searching for surveillance cameras. Some even believe his sunglasses might contain a hidden recording device. Just as the security staff approaches Jang for a conversation, the lieutenant arrives, and soon, Jang's disturbing plan begins to unfold.
Hey sir, how are you? I'll talk to you outside a minute? Yeah, sure. All right, cool. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Sure?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Let's
go over here if you don't mind.
Well, he wants me to leave, so I showed him my ID.
Okay.
He took a pic, and I am actually leaving now.
Okay. Well,
So
can I talk to you over
no
here?
complaints.
Can I talk to you over here, man?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on? Are you armed today?
I am.
Are you armed today?
I am a legal carrier.
Come on over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever you want to know.
Are you armed though today? Are you carrying with you right now?
I always carry.
Okay, you're carrying?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you want, I can leave the premises. I don't have to, come back or
okay. Well,
wear anything. But.
You have a concealed carry permit?
Yes, I do. I can show you. I'm going to reach into my wallet.
Okay. Where's your weapon?
It's on my right side. Can I put this on the ground?
Say again? Yeah, you can put the coffee down over here.
I'm shuffling around.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, the reason why I got called is I got a call about you coming to the church. That there was some type of possible threat or something.
No. Here's my ID, and then you wanted to see that, so maybe I should take this off too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So.
Do you mind just pulling your jacket up so I can see where you're? Can I? Just,
you don't want to.
You might have a check. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. You can feel it if you want.
Technically, you can't have a weapon on church property.
Yeah, you're not allowed unless you're authorized by the church. You can't.
Yeah, you can't carry on church property or school property.
Even concealed, not when it's shown.
Correct. Anytime.
I'm sorry about that. I did not.
You don't know that?
I did not know. I thought
you had to take the test to get this.
I thought you can't enter.
You can't have a
government buildings in
You
DC,
can't have a
like
weapon
museums.
on church property
I'm
or
sorry.
school
I
property at
did
any
not know
time,
that.
whether
I
it's
did
a
not.
weapon or not.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Just don't reach for your weapon at all.
No.
If you will, I will take action. You
Yeah,
understand that?
I understand that.
So how did I get contact with you today?
Why
am I contacting you today?
I think I don't know.
You don't know?
I think it was because we were talking.
No.
Right? He's staff.
No. I got an alert from Fairfax County about you coming to the church. Did you make a threat to the church?
No.
That you're gonna.
I did not make a threat.
You didn't make any type of threat?
I did not make threats.
The night before, on September 23rd, Jang posted a photo to his Instagram with the caption, "Welcome to Park Valley Church," attended by many top-secret government clearance holders in the area. From this day forward, you will know that this is how you all repaid me. Blood will be on your hands. The post quickly raised concern for one of Jang's friends, who reported it to the authorities. Now,
family, this is crazy. And he acted church armed. Man, oh man. I can only imagine how this is going to turn out. But let's continue.
As Lieutenant and other officers begin talking to Jang, they'll soon realize that the post was just the surface of a much deeper and more troubling situation.
I sent an email to, I think, asking for donation refund.
Who?
I don't know his last name.
Okay.
Somebody, as part
At
of
the church?
Yes.
Here?
I asked for a donation refund and they returned it to me. So.
Okay.
They returned it last.
So why are you
night.
here today then?
Because I want to see what it's like again to be here.
Okay. So you made a donation, you requested a refund back?
Because, I feel like the relationship was kind of ruined.
We're here at the church?
Yeah, because I got very angry. Not that kind of angry, but I got, in my email I said, I would
124, I'm out with the subject. If you could keep one more unit coming, I'm at the front entrance.
Really?
Subject is armed.
Yeah. So, I made no threat to anyone.
Okay.
I am no threat to anyone. I was actually very grateful at first, early on, and that's why I started.
Family, he just said he's not no threat. He made no threat. He obviously doesn't even know your own friend turned you in for the threat you posted on the internet. You idiot. Let's continue.
Making donations, it's 10% of every paycheck, and it was an automatic donation. But on the bottom of the paper, 90-day tithing challenge, it said if your life doesn't improve after 90 days, ask for your refund. So what happened was nearly the next day after my first donation, life started going downhill really fast.
Why?
And I don't know. In the next couple of weeks later, I got a very bad infection that almost went to my eye. I got laid off from my job, this and that. And,
how does that deal with the church, though?
it's a spiritual thing. It's kind of like, you know, it's not a direct connection, but I felt like, you know, even people that I've met, they said, oh, I was sent by God, or people would say these, you know, spiritual things to me, and then I kind of make an indirect connection. So I think, okay, well, now I want my refund back. And they sent it back to me.
While Jang discusses the refund issue with the church, the tone in his email is far more hostile, laced with profanities.
Now I feel like, because I got my baptism here, first time ever, my friend introduced me here, you know.
What in the world, family? That didn't even make no sense. You're supposed to wait 90 days. You gave them the money, and the very next day, you demanded a refund. You didn't even wait the 90 days to see if the process even will work or not. You let an issue that happened the very next day deter you away from the whole process, and then you demanded your money back. This wow.
Back in April, so I thought, well, this relationship has kind of, you know, gone downhill. So, you know, I'm here. I want
He
to.
has a weapon on his right side.
Yeah, I showed him everything. So,
Okay.
So that's the story.
Do you have your license on you handy?
Yeah. Well, I gave it. You have it right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Okay, I just was looking at that. Do you still live on?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your intentions today? Who did you send a message to on Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah.
I didn't send anybody a message on. I didn't send a direct message to anyone on Instagram.
Okay.
It's not a very active.
Well, family, he didn't lie. He didn't send a direct message to anyone on Instagram. He just made a message and or post on Instagram and said what he said. Kind of slick. You ain't slick enough there, though. You better believe that. We on to you there, dweeb.
It's not a very active one.
Account, meaning I'm not, you know, usually on there to just, you know, but at the same time, you know, there are some things that I even write in my computer or something. It's not really me. It's more like, you know, I work on video games. I work on short stories. I work on science fiction stories. Some of that, you know, might have a graphic or a violent nature.
What? Wait, am I missing something here, family? Who wrote that message talking about you showing up at the church and you potentially doing some very harmful and heinous things? The computer? What are you saying? AI wrote that? Kind of strange that you showed up, though, actually. If the AI wrote it and you didn't show up, that'd be one thing. You, sir, literally are here right now on Candid Camera content for us. Meaning, that was you.
You know, these are...
Let's not block the sidewalk. Sure. Let's go over here.
So I'm not, you know... I can explain anything if you need, and I can provide any documentation, you know, anything like that. But
so, did you make any statements online or otherwise that you're going to burn the church or burn the Bible?
Okay, I did burn a Bible, and that was my Bible.
Where?
In my house, in the kitchen sink. But I made no threats, as in I'm going to burn, you know, somebody's Bible, or I'm going to say I'm going to do such and such action to. No. As you said before, I don't even know some of these people. I don't even think I met. But he was just.
Well, how do you know?
Because, yeah, because I don't know. I don't remember his face, but because I attended online lectures.
What does he look like?
I don't remember. I know he's white. I don't remember what the other.
Does he have hair? No hair?
I don't remember. I just have that as his email in my. I think he contacted me and said something about Jesus a while back. We had a good relationship, you know, with the church and everything. When, you know, everything started going downhill, that's when I started making, you know, indirect connection.
While Jang downplays his personal frustrations in conversation, his Instagram posts from the night before paint a very different picture. He blamed the government for failing to care for him after more than 11 years of service, during which he had sacrificed his entire youth. In his posts, he spoke of blood on your hands, framing the system as responsible for the actions he was planning, claiming he had been used as a pawn and that his loyalty was never appreciated.
Do you mind if I secure your weapon for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Do whatever.
'Cause I don't-
I have a
just
knife
for my
right
safety?
there too. I have a knife right there too.
Okay, just don't reach in.
I'm not gonna. I was trying
keep
to.
your hand up where I can see
I
it.
was just trying to.
Just
help.
hold yourself still.
All right.
I'm just gonna secure this until we're done. Okay.
Sure. Do what you got to do.
Okay.
Do what you got to do.
All right, just sit tight.
Do what you got.
You have anything else on you? I'm gonna pat you down for my
No,
safety.
no, sir. Did you get my knife?
I got it. I got it.
Did you get my knife?
Yes, I have your knife.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and reach it. Actually, just leave him the way he is. I got his weapon. He's good enough right now.
Okay.
There's enough of us here.
There might be something sharp in the wallet if you want to check after it. Otherwise,
I saw that in it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Here, let me take his wallet too. Here, I'll take it.
It's a card with the rate on it.
Yep.
You have anything else on you, sir?
I don't. No, I don't. No.
Okay, I'm gonna check the rest of them real quick.
You can check.
Actually, do me a favor, sir. I'm going to detain you until I figure out what we have here, okay?
Okay.
All right? Just sit tight. Safer for you and safer for us, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you need to do, I'll
You're not under arrest. You're just being detained right now.
I understand.
You don't have anything else on you?
No.
I'm just patting you down. What do you have in here? What's that?
That's probably a first aid kit. You can reach into my pocket.
You mind?
Yeah, go.
Okay, I just don't want to get sharp or anything.
I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so. No, there's nothing else in there. It might be a portable battery for my cell phone. That's my cell phone. That's my cell phone.
Yes.
That's my cell phone.
You want to put him in yours or mine?
I'll put him in yours. No problem. You got an extra round?
That's not going to do any damage anyway.
Oh, really?
Because you have my weapon, so I can...
Do you mind standing by my car real quick and just set those in with the other stuff? Anthony, just pull up right next to me. What do you have in your car? Do you have anything in your car?
Well, now that you mention that, there is one round of magazine. I always keep one in my car.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about this situation, family? It took them so long to put this terrorist, as you would call him, as anybody would call him. I mean, what would you call a man who makes a threat upon a church, then literally shows up there armed with not just one gun, but not, and let's be for real about this, family. I mean, am I wrong? Put in the comment section. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Anyway, as I was saying, though, I was wondering when they was going to put him in handcuffs. Let's be for real. He's been out of handcuffs all that time. They knew who he was. They didn't detain him from the very jump in the beginning. Come on. I find that a little bit strange. Might I say, I find that a little bit nefarious because we all know, family, had he been a little bit darker and he popped up there, he would have been in handcuffs immediately off the rip.
I'm going to just sit you in here a minute. Okay?
Am I under arrest?
I said you're detained. You're not under arrest.
Okay.
But I want to sort what we have here.
Yeah, we can sort it out.
Okay? You don't have anything else on you. I'm going to take these off you.
Take that.
Okay?
Sorry, I forgot about that. Let me think about it. I don't think I have any.
You sure?
Those are my...
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to these.
Yeah, that's not a knife, by the way. It looks like one.
You have anything else?
I don't think so. And sometimes if I'm anxiety, I just...
You ever thought about hurting yourself or anything?
I am on... No, hurting myself, not as much in the past, more so, but...
Thought about hurting others?
No. A couple, maybe 2 months ago, I was on antidepressants.
Okay, have you thought about hurting yourself?
There were times where, for example, when I had an infection where I thought, damn, this is a pretty bad life.
How long ago was that?
Maybe a month ago.
Okay. Did you talk to anybody about this?
Yeah, not really, no therapist. I didn't want to really bother my family or anyone else with this stuff. And,
So, have you come here today for any reasons to hurt anybody or yourself?
No.
You come to a church armed, and you're not on the security team, and you're not working with me.
I go to a lot of places armed, so I can't really...
Okay, well, you have to know where you can and can't carry armed.
That I should.
Correct? You should know that, correct?
Yes.
If you're a concealed weapon. All right? Just sit tight for me, okay?
Can't hold you, family. Realistically, I just learned something. I didn't even know you couldn't carry a firearm around a church. I did not know that. I thought if you was a gun owner, not in this dweeb's case, this cocksucker right here. No. I'm talking about in general, us normal people. Because he obviously ain't normal. Anyway, as I was saying, I thought if we were gun owners, go inside it. There's restrictions. Okay, nice to know. We learned something, family.
Like I said, you're not under arrest. You're being detained right now for your safety of mine, and then we'll go from there with the car, okay?
In an Instagram chat with a friend back in August, Jang had expressed his desire to live his 20s in his 30s, reflecting on the sacrifices he'd made for the government and yearning for normal experiences like dating and falling in love. His frustration only grew when these attempts failed, and as his friend tried to reason with him, his aggressive delusions resurfaced. Eventually, the friend blocked him, saying she was scared of him.
What kind of car is it?
Nah, family. Deeper and
It's a
deeper.
two-door Mercedes coupe. What's this? What's this? Is this like a AirPod Touch or a AirTag? Never seen that. I'm gonna ask it. Sir, what is this? Huh? What is this?
Oh, that's a tracker for my wallet.
Okay. Like an AirTag?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to know some things that I've said and some.
You work for the government?
I did. But
So how long ago?
I was laid off on August 17th.
Why do you still have an ID?
That because I am waiting for them to collect it.
Huh?
I'm waiting for them to collect it. That was actually from a previous employer. I sent them an email, my security officer, a while.
Wait a minute, family. So he was laid off from the government in August, and he's still walking around with the ID from the government. And I'm pretty sure he shows it to people as if he still works for the government. Let's continue.
It's expired in a week.
I'm not using that, sir.
I understand.
And some of the things I've probably said or to friends or family, I'm really just asking for help. It's kind of a call for help.
Okay, it looks like you want some help.
Yeah.
You want to go see a therapist today?
See, that's the problem. I don't think I can afford that.
Okay, well we can
So,
get
you
you
know,
to one.
maybe tomorrow.
Would you
Maybe
want
I haven't hurt myself.
Would you want us to have you talk to one? It appears to me that you're asking you want to talk to somebody today. I can get you there.
I don't. Maybe I should just contact my family.
124. Do we have a co-responder working by any chance today?
No, I've never hurt anybody. You can look at my background. I've never hurt myself. I have had, depressive episodes in the past, and they were pretty bad. But even then, I never hurt anybody. So you can check my.
Says the man who originally was acting like he wasn't always the one writing on his computer. Says the man who showed up actually at the church in which the message was put on the computer. It's a cry for help. No, he needs help. He needs some immediate help. He needs that, what you call that? You know that when they lock you away, when they think you are yourself, but to everyone around you, and you don't even get a trial. That hospital thing where they pass that bill for, yeah, these are the type of people that need to go there. Oh yeah, I said it. You don't like what I said? You don't agree with me? Put in the comment section. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Let's continue.
Background.
Okay.
Check everything.
All right, give me a minute. Okay.
Hate you all. F you. I want my money back. I'm going to get a copy of that. My wife's Pastor Barry's
How long ago was
assistant.
that?
1 or 2 days ago.
Okay.
Might have been Friday.
Because we got this through Fairfax and they gave us a description of a car, but not color and the tags. And then here he is. He's in the church. The code doesn't allow for someone to carry on church property unless for good reason, and he doesn't have a good reason, and it's your property. I'm assuming you don't want him here anymore.
No. With the.
So do you want us to trespass him?
Yes.
On top of everything else we're going to do?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
We'd like for you to have his fingerprints.
Yeah. Well, he
You never can tell what he's been doing. Did he have a conceal?
See, you volunteered to come in.
I don't know.
No. That's a separate. Did he have a conceal?
Yeah, he has a concealed
permit.
But not in the state of mind that he's in. Yeah, so let me sort through this.
all right,
real quick.
okay. All right.
Let's start with trespass. We'll work our way up.
Now, as the unit moves to the other side of the parking lot to inspect Jang's car, they discover the ammunition, pepper spray, day, and 2 knives he had mentioned, along with several other items. While he has been cooperative, the officers cannot ignore the troubling plans he hinted at the night before regarding the church.
Is there anything illegal about this? I don't think so. The sheep? No. Bear spray? Do you think we should take it or no? Spray? Yeah. Or we could just spray it out and empty it. We'll take it. What do we got? So it had a backpack?
I'm not gonna hold you, family. He came there to do some things. He came there to do some things. All praise due to the Most High. They was on him. Whoever that church's security is, they need to get a raise. They definitely need to get a raise. Because had they not stopped that man, well, this man, rather, by watching him on those cameras, walking around, checking the place out, looking like he's out of place and look like he's up to something, and then come out and confront him until the police got there, you never know how this might have turned out. Let's continue.
Did you rummage through it? A little bit. Okay, good.
During a later search of his residence, investigators discovered a disturbing letter in which Jang claimed he had worked as a political assassin for the government for 11 years, only to be repaid with nothing for his service and loyalty. The letter detailed his struggles with love and intimacy and his growing belief that there was no point in fulfilling one's duties. Jang wrote that his actions were not politically or religiously motivated and that his soon-to-be victims were not targeted in advance. He even apologized to the families of the slain men for what he had done and what he was about to do. The letter ended with a chilling sign-off. Until next lifetime.
All right, sir. Yes. Based on everything that's transpired here this morning, it is our determination that you...
Nah, family, he out of line. I don't care what nobody say. Talking about he's a government agent. He was basically a hitman for the government. And he ain't get no buns? Oh, no, that's definitely a catastrophe in the making. You a fake hitman, but most of all, you ain't getting no buns. Oh, no. Let's continue.
Suffering from some type of undiagnosed mental illness at this point, and we're going to take you into custody in an emergency custody order to get you evaluated by the Community Services Board. It is up to them to determine whether or not you will remain in custody or not, but for all intents and purposes right now, you are on an ECO.
Oh, what is that?
Emergency custody order to take you to go get mentally evaluated.
Okay.
Okay? Because we've determined that you're a danger to yourself and others at this point.
Okay. What happen? What's the process?
So we're going to go down to the hospital, and I'm going to have someone from the Community Services Board come over and evaluate. We're going to move over here, and I'm going to check your person again before we go down there.
After being examined at the hospital and receiving medical clearance, Jang is taken to the station for questioning. It's there that he realizes the investigators know everything, and he desperately tries to talk his way out of it.
I was a software engineer.
How long did you work there?
A little over a...
What do you mean? And then he should have realized that it was serious and they knew more than he thought they knew when they asked him about his internet post. What do you think? Cops walk up on you randomly and ask you about a post you made on the internet and they don't know more than you think they know? You're an idiot if you believe that. Let's continue.
When did you stop?
I think it was August 17th of this year.
Okay.
It's around that.
And is that because the contract ended or because something happened at work or something?
It was, I got laid off. It was termination.
Okay. And was the termination, was that from performance or just because they were cutting back or?
So the letter was performance. I was not expecting it. But the letter was performance. I have not talked to them since.
You were going through something mental health wise that you needed to make them aware of?
Yes, I was going through depression and I got myself a antidepressant prescription. the weeks leading up to that.
So you were having some issues before then, just kind of dealing with your depression?
Yeah.
Have you been formally diagnosed with anything, or?
I would say I was formally diagnosed with depression, but I don't have a therapist or anything.
So it was just like a regular doctor?
Yeah, not so much a regular doctor. We don't really do visits or physicians. Physicals or anything like that. I'm not in contact with the regular doctor. But in terms of the prescriptions, I found that helps on some days when I take it, including my ADHD prescription. So I think it's definitely an issue with some depression related chemicals or something.
What do you take that you think helps?
It helps sometimes, but I don't take it consistently. Come see what was going on. I kind of wanted to mend relations. I wanted to see what God had in store for me. It was kind of a spiritual thing.
The reason that we kind of we're trying to talk to you to begin with this morning is because somebody had pointed us to your social media postings and had some concerns about exactly what was going on with you. Can you kind of explain to us your postings and kind of what your thought process was for those?
Yes, and if it sounds like an excuse, I'm not making excuses. I know, looking back, I should not have posted that, and definitely not publicly. When I posted it, I did not think it my intention was not to scare anyone or cause terror, so I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Hold on a minute, family. We got the intention from the post was not to scare anybody and or make terroristic threats. Really? What was your intention then, sir? Let's be for real about this. Make it make sense. What was your intention then, sir? How about this? What did you think the outcome was going to be of you putting it online? It didn't come down. He didn't update it. I said that wrong. He didn't upload it. Turn around and say, what are you thinking? You out of your mind? You better delete it. He put it there and left it there and then showed up at the church. What do you mean? What do you talk? Sir, we're not buying it. We're not buying it. You know what you was up to. Nefarious activities. Let's continue.
Behind posting it, some of it might make sense. Some of it might seem crazy, and if it does, I'd be happy to elaborate. So after it kind of, everything kind of happened all at once. First it was, I made the donations, which I was very happy to make. I didn't gloat about it. I didn't tell family about it. I was happy to make it. And then, but I remember reading, there was something on the 90-day tithing challenge, the donation challenge that I caught, and it said, if it works out for you, great. If it doesn't work, or something like, if it doesn't work out for you, ask for a refund. I thought, well, why would we ever need to ask for a refund? But it always stuck with me, and then it was almost like as soon as I made the donation, the weeks after, which isn't a long time, I would say things started falling apart, which have no relevance to the church. It's not like they came down here and got me sick, right? And that's impossible. So it's not.
Quick, family, I have to say this. give if the video is going in and out, it's not, but we can understand it.
Around that time, I got a very nasty, unexpected tooth infection around here that I had to do. That my dentist had to send me over to a surgeon because she said it was going to spread to my eye and cause blindness. So we had to go ahead and cut that out. In that morning, that was one of the things that came up. And then of course later there was, I would say just relationships, and then there was a period of long-term, I would say, loneliness that caused my depression. I would say that would have been the biggest factor towards depression.
Even as Jang starts spilling information, hoping to get out of trouble, his anger and violent intentions are all too clear to the detectives.
I kind of got mad at God, right? So, not mad at the church, because they could not have done any of that. So I thought, well, I got mad at God. I'm thinking, spiritually thinking, I'm doing all this praying and commitment, and it's not like I'm not asking for my life to get better, but it felt like my life was getting a lot worse. Mm-hmm. So the reason for the posts, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that was the motivation behind some.
He's saying his life didn't get no better. Days. Your life was already crap before you made the donation. Hence, why you made the donation. What are you talking about? What? No. He ain't getting away with this. I hope they sending him to the blue room, to the upper room. That's where he needs to go, to the upper room. Oh yeah, let's continue.
God, and I regret making it public. Some people advise me you should just write a journal, or which I do sometimes, but or put it in a prayer.
This nigga's insane. Did you hear what he just said? He regrets making it public. And he should have put it in a prayer. What do you mean you should have put it in? You should have put that message that you wrote in a prayer? Are you shitting me? He's insane. You should have put the message of death and harming people in a prayer. Come on. The upper room. Oh yeah. He's insane.
Not the church, but I think the lady at the hospital asked me, why did you post pictures of the church, or something like that, or why did you? It seemed like you were addressing the church. So I need to explain that. First, I did not make any statements or phone calls or any text or anything to the church or anyone at the church in any threatening way. That was never my intention. Second, I needed a point of reference because first, Instagram doesn't let us post things without a picture. It's not like Twitter. You could just write something, whatever crap, and then post it. They need a picture. So I needed a point of reference. The other alternative was to post a picture of the Bible and still say what I said, which I shouldn't have done either. But
no. The alternative reference, you jackass, was not to do it at all. What does he mean, the alternative references? No. The alternative reference is you should not have done it at all. I mean, family, what's up with these people and shooting up churches and this? Why do you have the need to do that? And they say So much derogatory things about people of color, family. So much derogatory things of how harmful they are, how these people with this mindset that this man has, people of color have, and I mean black and brown, because he's a man of color too. They don't even come close to these people right here. That's a fact. And if you believe I'm wrong, please put it in the comment section. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Let's continue though.
Already burned a Bible, which also I posted a video of me setting a Bible on fire in my kitchen in a pot.
When did that happen?
I think it was yesterday.
Okay.
And perhaps I really think it was a big misunderstanding. Not on your part, but on whoever reported it. Because at the hospital, I overheard someone asked me to clarify. They said, "Did you want to burn the church down?" And I said, "When did I say that?" You know. And so, no. What I posted on Instagram was me burning the Bible. The Bible did not even belong to that church. I got it from a different church years ago, and there's now any connection with me in that church. So to me, that was best depicted, which is a bad idea, but that was best depicted through a Bible or through a picture that God can refer back to me, and that would be, that church. That is pretty much the only Christian church that I consider myself a member of. So,
When did you take the pictures of the church?
I would say last night.
So were you there at the church all night in your car, or did you go home at some point?
I drove around in the rain. I drove around. I was very, I guess, just spiritually, I was very confused as to
What time do you think you got to the church this morning?
maybe around 10, I think.
10 this morning?
Yes.
And so between like 10 and 11 and 9 and 10 this morning, you were at the church, or you were driving around?
I would say I arrived at the church in my car in their parking lot entrance area. I would say around maybe 10:10 or 10:12. I remember looking at the clock, and I thought, oh wow, they already started service already, because I think it was 10 o'clock. So I remember looking at the clock, and I think it was around 10 or 10:12 that I got into the parking lot.
And so have you slept at all since last night, or?
I fell asleep around maybe around 7 or 8 p.m. Accidentally. I wasn't trying to fall asleep, but I remember waking up maybe around 10 or 11 p.m.
And that's when you left your apartment?
Yeah.
And you haven't slept since then?
Wait. This morning, maybe around the early morning, I would say any time from 5 to 7 a.m. I fell asleep. Maybe it was a quick nap. I don't remember how long.
Okay. And do you remember where you were parked at that time?
Yes, I was in my apartment on my futon.
This morning?
Yes.
From 5 to 7?
Yes. Anytime from 5 to 7 or 8 a.m.
And have you taken any drugs or alcohol or anything? It looks like you went to the range. Have you been to the range with your gun before?
I have. Yes.
Okay. So you see where the concern lies with people, and it looks like a threat to anybody who looks at it. So that's kind of why we're involved. And our job is not only to investigate crimes, but to make sure that you're okay, mental health wise. So we appreciate you kind of talking to us and giving the background of kind of where you're at. But I think our main concern is, you know, what led you to post, you know, those things with the weapon and then bring the weapon to the church this morning.
Sure, I can explain that.
Okay.
If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. If any part of the explanation sounds unbelievable or crazy, just please ask me to elaborate. Let me start off with the easy part. I feel it's why I brought a weapon. I have a concealed carry permit. I would say I'm naturally a kind of a paranoid person. Not in you know, sneak around corners kind of way, but I just try to have situational awareness at all times. If I'm not carrying a gun, I am carrying a knife or pepper spray.
Family, this insane man thinks he's actually smart. You don't notice that? He believes that the rhetoric he's given to the detectives actually makes sense. You're naturally paranoid, so you carry a firearm and or knife. Granted, do you naturally make terroristic threats about harming people in churches and then show up at the church with said firearm? He's insane. He's insane, family. Is all right. Think it's a joke.
I would date someone. I would buy them pepper spray all the time, even if they didn't want. I'd be like, hey, you need some of this stuff.
Okay.
So I have that, you know, as I have receipts from that too. I keep a flashlight, and for example, just a quick example, I would have flashlights in the car, multiple flashlights, and then one in every room and stuff like that. That's just how I've been. So the thing with the weapon, I understand when you combine that with the posts and this and that, it's just a horrible idea. And I also did not know you cannot bring a gun into church. I knew, even because I thought if I had a concealed carry permit, I knew I could not bring it into museums or government property. Mm-hmm. I did not know it. You know, I thought churches were private or nonprofit. So I really did not know that. And that's something I would not do again. And so that was the reason. As for having magazines, I keep one in the car. And so there should be, you know, pepper spray in the car too, as well as a knife. These are self-defense items.
So those are always things that you have in your vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
It isn't that simple, though. Not only had Jang been to a shooting range, but that morning, he posted an Instagram photo with the caption, "I'm going to exterminate you in this life and the next, for what you did to me and for what you actively deny me. So you better neutralize me when I respawn." Ending the message with another cuss word.
It sounded like from your posts from earlier this morning that, you know, maybe you had some anger towards like government officials.
Nah, family. I told you he's insane. What he going? I wonder if he's going to say that wasn't him again. Sometimes the account posts. Yet and still, he showed up at said point in time that the post said he was going to show up that he didn't make at said point in time. You can't make this shit up. Oh man, let's continue.
About that.
Yes. Some of these posts were meant to were made in a comedic way. I know it's hard to believe, but I made a post saying that George Bush is my grandson. That's obviously crazy. So some of it was yelling at God. The other parts were really just meant to be kind of a friendly punch in the arm. It's hard to describe. But it's also kind of saying, hey, I'm really going through a lot of pain here. But it's kind of like also like trying to make it in a jestful way. I don't mean that. It is absolutely not meant to be serious.
He said it was meant to be jestful, like a punch in the. What the hell is wrong with him? Man, family.
But you don't
Insane.
know that making those posts public, other people were going to see them, right?
Yes. And that's where I admit it was a very bad idea. But I did not intend to cause harm or to threaten or to scare anyone like that. If anything, I thought it was just made in jest. My standards have gone really down. I think, for example, I think there's music that sings about politicians. There's rappers that curse them out or even yelling about doing violent things to them or stuff like that. So I thought, oh, well, then I could probably make this joke too, right? Not like I never made a joke to harm someone, but I'm thinking, well, what I said is probably kind of funny compared to what is actually being said out there, and they seem to be fine with it. So I did not intend to have that ever be taken in a serious way.
One of the concerns that I had when I was looking at these posts, when I'm looking at the things that you write there, is that you're using language like, I'm going to exterminate you, mentioning that, ending this life, talking about mentioning when you respawn. You mentioned that bit where you're grateful to the women who have been in your life, and you say, see you in the next one. You were making very finalized statements. Like, you've made a plan, you've come to a determination in your mind, this is the end of this track, this course of action that you created, and at the same time you're taking pictures of yourself with a gun in your hand, and you're pointing at a church. So I know that you said Instagram doesn't let you post stuff without a picture, but you're accompanying those pictures with words, and those words are very direct and straightforward and descriptive. And that's, again, I know that the detectives told you that that's why we're here. We need to make sure that no one's in danger. And I'm still stuck on that. I'm still confused as to why you're specifically mentioning things like exterminating people and ending your own life. It's concerning.
Sure. I can explain that. It might sound a little crazy. Again, this is the part that I haven't said yet. I think I was building up to it. I talked a little bit about creative pursuits as a way of venting. Of course, it's not a way to excuse anything, but as a way of venting. I know in the past, when I was younger, an example would have been, not an accurate, complete example, but just in general.
What? Make him say what? Creative pursuits. Is that what he just called it? Creative pursuits. Okay, let's go with that. It's a creative pursuit to cause terroristic threats and or action, because you have to say there was potentially going to be action. Had he not been stopped, you can't say he wouldn't have carried out some type of heinous attack. He was just stopped before he could do anything. Listen to me. Me, wholeheartedly, you might disagree with me on this. Some of you might. But family, we keep it real on this channel. We don't hold back nonsense, and we don't condone shenanigans. Real is real. Fake is fake. Had them people not stopped him, before the police got there, because keep in mind, the only reason the security at the church stopped him is because they was watching him on the cameras walking all around. He looked out of place and he kept looking at the cameras like he was up to something. That was the reason for them making their interaction with him in the first place. Then when the police arrived, come to find out, he was already making terroristic threats, and he uploaded photos and left a note behind in his apartment. See you in the next life. Get out of here. He needs to go to the upper room. Simple and fact. And if you disagree, you have all rights to. Put in the comment section. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. Let's continue.
I would try to write a very, almost like a vivid dream kind of way. Like a very, I like to write a lot of fiction. I like to, you can see how I could show you, I write a lot of, I made a lot of short films, I made a lot of video games, and plots and creative writing and poetry. So all of that, it's just a way for me to almost fantasize and put myself, like build a completely like fictional character, but kind of using my feelings and my experiences, but twisting it in a way where this is a completely different character. In the past, it was a way for me, and I think even now, because I kind of recognize, the way I've been doing it, it was a way for me to vent. When I say vent, it sounds like, oh, it always has to be angry. No, it's more like just to put myself in that, almost like a fantasy position of like this character I'm building. Or for example, in the past, when I get angry, I would not necessarily write it down, but in my mind, I'm almost, I know it's hard to picture, but building a scene where there's two characters talking and they're fighting or something like that, and it would get extremely vivid. And then part of that I would put into a short film or a video game or write about it. And I'm not saying, it also goes back to why I regret making it public or making it the way I did, I think. Or maybe I should have just put it under context and say, okay, well, this is, me venting my frustrations, but through a different, like a completely fictional character. And this is for an upcoming story, or this is for my partially, fiction, but also kind of like a fiction, but based off of my experience kind of story, my, journey with spirituality and failing, how it failed, or where I learned and stuff like that.
Jang runs his mouth for a couple of more minutes, frantically trying to justify his boasts. But the detectives have already heard enough of his ass. Rui Jang was charged with felony, attempted obstruction in the free exercise of religious beliefs, use of firearm during and relation to a crime of violence, and transmitting threats over the internet. In March 2025, following a 4-day trial, a federal jury found Rui guilty on all accounts. Ultimately, he was sentenced to 25 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release for attempting a mass shooting at a Haymarket church.
Family. When I said the upper room, he needs to go to the upper room. I was talking about the site place. I didn't know they was going to take him really not to the upper room, out the ballpark. 25 years with 5 years post-release supervision. You was expecting that? I didn't see this video. Go ahead and say you was expecting that. You a liar. You a liar. You're a goddamn liar, and your breath stink. I was not even expecting. I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know they took it that far. I thought, I kind of figured they was gonna go far with it, but 25 to life. Tis. You know what that means, family? You better be careful about what you put on that internet. You better be careful. I'm not gonna hold you. That last little thing he said about making a movie or putting himself into character role, I could actually go for that. The only thing that was wrong was he actually literally uploaded those posts he uploaded, and he literally showed up there at the church armed with all types of weapons, ready to do nefarious things. That's my belief. Well, with that said, if you stuck around this long, oh my goodness, please, most definitely, give yourselves a round of applause. Please do, because I very much do so appreciate you. Now, with that, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Talk to me nicely. Best believe I talk back. With that said, you already know what it is. It's your boy TW, and yes, we are most definitely uncensored. After these messages, but first, don't forget that motto: 9 to 5, that's to make a living. But 5 to 9, that's to make a way of life. If you don't believe anything, you best to believe that. Where was I? Oh yeah. After these messages, bang bang.
Stand tall or lose it all, lose it all. So what you wanna do, huh? Stand tall on your feet or lose it all, lose it all. So what you wanna do, huh? Stand tall on your feet or lose it all, lose it all. So what you gonna do, huh? Stand tall or lose it all, stand tall or lose it all.
For the world, I get to gunning like a gangster movie. This ain't no gangster movie, homie. This is real life, one of a kind. I'm not different, I'm a rare breed, top shelf, first in line.